Kill me! I'm here! Kill me!
Hey everybody, this is Matthew Movies coming at you with my review of Highlander, the 1986 sci-fi classic starring Christopher Lambert and Sean Connery and Clancy Brown. And this is a movie that I grew up watching, that I absolutely love to this day, and definitely fits under one of the best action sci-fi movies of all time, because this is definitely that, action and sci-fi. For those of you that don't know about this movie, first off, where have you been? It's a classic. And second off, it's like I said, it stars Christopher Lambert, and he plays a 16th century person who turns out to be immortal. Immortal or immortal? Immortal. And Sean Connery comes around. Apparently, I can't speak. Sean Connery comes around and is also a immortal who, or amortal apparently, who teaches him about the being the Highlander, and basically. It's this race of beings that are immortal, and they go around and they're fighting to the death. And when the last one is left standing, he'll have what's called the quickening, and basically he's gonna have a rush of powers that he doesn't possess at the time. And so all these immortal beings are trying to race to be the one left standing, and also to protect. Some of them are like Clancy Brown plays a character called the Kurgan, and he's definitely out to enjoy killing his fellow immortals, but others are just looking to survive, and the only way in which you can kill another immortal is to chop their head off, and then their body base, the essence of their body and their soul or what have you, their being flushes into you, and you become more powerful for it. And like I said, Sean Connery plays his Christopher Lambert's mentor in this movie, and kind of shows him the way of the Highlanders. And the movie starts off in olden times in the 16th century, and you are introduced to the character, and one of the things that's really funny about the movie is Sean Connery's character is supposed to be Egyptian, but of course he's got the Connery accent, and then Christopher Lambert, who's a French actor, is supposed to be Scottish, and he's definitely got a thick accent as well. And it's entertaining to really contemplate the casting choices, but both of them are so likable in the roles that it's forgivable. But it's definitely a kind of a weakness of the movie, or a kind of a strength, depending on how you look at it. But you get introduced to Lambert's character, and he falls in love. And one of the major interesting parts of this movie is you see him as he learns about becoming an immortal, and he tells the woman that he marries and that he loves, and then over time she grows old and dies, like as mortals do, and he's left behind to mourn her, and that whole element of the story is really, really cool. And then you flash forward, and it's in like the 80s in New York, and the rest of the movie is in this very gritty world where it's filled with filth and crime and all that. And then you have the Kurgan show up, who's this very kind of gothic character, but he also he never updates his look. He still looks like somebody who belongs in the annals of history, not in New York. Other than he does. I misspoke when I said he doesn't update it to current times, because he does make himself look rather interesting. And his Clancy Brown's performance is definitely a highlight of this movie. It's a shame, because I don't think any of the sequels are any good. The second movie, Highlander 2: The Quickening, is just so mind-bogglingly bad, and the subsequent films, Highlander 3, the Endgame or whatever it's called, and or that Endgame's number 4. I can't remember what 3 is, but it's not very good either. Just the series that it progresses is quite bad, which is a shame, because I feel like it's kind of rubbed off on some people's perception of the original film, which I think is definitely a very unique film and deserves to be seen by people who are fans of these types of movies. It's definitely not a movie for everybody, I don't think, because like I said, there are some pretty glaring flaws with the movie, like the accent work is going to take you right out of the movie if you're somebody who wouldn't be able to forgive it. but other than that, I think it's a very, very solid movie that's definitely worth watching, and I definitely highly suggest it to people who will get into like the kind of the pulpiness of it. And for me, it's one of the classic 80s flicks. So those are my thoughts on Highlander. Let me know in the comments below what you think of it. If you're a fan of it like I am, please hit that like button. It does awesome things for my channel, and please, please, please subscribe. I love talking to you guys about movies, and if you're not subscribed, you're probably gonna miss out on some of my videos. And if you really, really want to be cool, hit that notification bell so you find out when all my videos go up, so you can come and let me know what you think, if I'm completely off base, or if you agree with me, or if my shirt looks terrible, or what have you. Other than that, have yourself a nice day.